This is just a recap of what we have already learned about the nature of the roots. If you have a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant. If b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, roots exist. If it is less than 0, roots do not exist. Starting with example 13, find the roots of the following quadratic equation if they exist. Whenever if is given in mathematics, they are telling you only if it is true, then do further. So if they exist, that means only if it is true, if the roots exist, go ahead and find the roots. How? Using quadratic formula. So the equation given here is 3x square minus 5x plus 2. First we will check if the roots exist. How do we know whether the roots exist? If b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, roots exist. So b square minus 4ac. Consider b square minus 4ac. What is b square minus 4ac here? B square. A is 3, B is minus 5, C is 2. So B square minus 4AC. B is minus 5. Minus 5 the whole square minus 4 into A, which is 3, C is 2. 25 minus 4 3s are 12. 12 2s are 24. 25 minus 24 is 1. Is this number greater than 0? Yes. It should be either greater than or equal to 0. Since it is greater than 0, we can therefore say the roots exist. So, since b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, roots exist. So now you can go ahead by using the quadratic formula. X equals minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. X is equal to minus b minus of minus 5 plus or minus. Should we substitute b square minus 4ac again? No need. You've already found the value of b square minus 4ac to be 1. Directly substitute 1 over here. I repeat, you don't have to do b square minus 4ac again. We have already found the value of b square minus 4ac here. It is 1. Substitute that. Divided by 2 into a. What is a? 3. So, x is equal to minus into minus plus 5 plus or minus root 1 is 1 itself divided by 2 3s are 6. This will give you two cases, x equals 5 plus 1 by 6 and x equals 5 minus 1 by 6. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 by 6. X is equal to 6 and 6 cancels, 1. X equals 4 by 6. 2 2s are, 2 3s are. X equals 2 by 3. X equals 2 by 3 and x equals 1 are the roots of the quadratic equation. Example 13, second sub-question. X square plus 4x plus 5, you have to first check whether the roots exist. If they do exist, then use the quadratic formula to find the roots. So to check whether the roots exist, we check the condition for b square minus 4ac. A is 1, b is 4, c is 5. So b square, 4 square, minus 4, a is 1, c is 5. 4 square, 16, minus 4 5s are 20. 16 minus 20. Do the normal subtraction, bigger number minus smaller number. 20 minus 16 is 4. Put the sign of the bigger number. 20 is the bigger number, the sign is minus, so you put minus. b square minus 4ac is minus 4. Is this greater than or equal to 0? No, it is less than 0. So therefore we can say, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, roots do not exist. No need to go further and use the equation. You stop right here. Example 13, third sub question. You have to find the roots of the quadratic equation if they exist using quadratic formula. A is 2, B is minus 2 root 2, C is 1. First we will check the condition if they exist. What is the condition? B square minus 4ac should be greater than or equal to 0. B square, B is minus 2 root 2. Minus 2 root 2 the whole square. Minus 4, A, first number 2. C, third number 1. So what happens now? Minus 2 root 2 the whole square. For those who do not know, can write it here. For practice, minus 2 root 2 into minus 2 root 2. Minus into minus plus. 2 2s are 4. Root 2 root 2. Root 2 into root 2. We learnt it in the previous video. Root A into root A is A. Root 2 into root 2 into 2. 4 2s are 8. So what is minus 2 root 2 the whole square? 8 minus 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 8, 0. Do the roots exist? Yes, they do. Why? Because b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0 or equal to 0 for the roots to exist. So we can write one statement. Since b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, roots exist. Let us just revise. When b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, what kind of roots do we expect? We expect real and equal roots. Let us see if our answer gives us real and equal roots. So now applying the formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Substitute. X is equal to minus b is minus 2 root 2 plus or minus, what is b square minus 4ac? 0, root 0 divided by 2 into a. A is again 2. So what are we left with? X is equal to minus into minus plus 2 root 2 plus or minus root 0 is nothing but 0. Plus or minus 0? Nothing. Divided by 2 into 2, 4. So how do we get two cases here? What should we do? Basically speaking, here plus or minus 0. So this will give us two cases. X is equal to 2 root 2 plus 0 by 4. X is equal to 2 root 2 minus 0 by 4. X is equal to 2 root 2 by 4. And x is equal to 2 root 2 by 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. X is equal to root 2 by 2. Here also x is equal to root 2 by 2. See, I got two roots and the two roots are equal. Whenever b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, you will get same values of x. So therefore, what are the roots? Root 2 by 2 and root 2 by 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. In some books, you will also find that they write root 2 by 2 as 1 by root 2. How? What is 2? Root a into root a. Root 2 into root 2. Cancel, cancel. You're left with 1 by root 2. This is also correct. From now on, we will first find the value of b square minus 4ac and then apply the quadratic formula. Find the roots of the following equations. First question is given here. How do we do this? X plus 1 by x is equal to 3. What number is here? There is no number there. So can I say that number is 1? Yes. LCM of 1 and x, LCM of 1 and x is x only. Whenever you don't know what the LCM is, simply multiply the denominators. So I want another x over here. So what do I do? Multiply up and down with x. So you get x into x, x square, plus x is already there here. So that will be 1 is equal to 3. X square plus 1 is equal to 3x. X square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. If you can do it with factorization, well and good, you can go ahead with factorization. If you cannot, go ahead with quadratic formula. We will do quadratic formula here. Before we apply the formula, we will first have an habit of finding b square minus 4ac. It is good practice. First we take b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac minus 3 the whole square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is also 1. Minus 3 the whole square, 9. Minus 4, that is nothing but 5. Applying the formula, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. X is equal to minus b minus of minus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2 into a. A is 1. X is equal to minus into minus 3 plus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2. What are the two solutions? X equals 3 plus root 5 by 2 and x equals 3 minus root 5 by 2. Can we simplify this further? No. One is root number, one is non-root number. We cannot simplify. So these are the two final roots of the equation. This is just out of curiosity to understand why they give such conditions. Why in the question it's mentioned x not equal to 0. See the question carefully. X plus 1 by x is equal to 3. What will happen if x is 0? If x is 0, this will become 0 by plus 1 by 0 is equal to 3. 1 by 0. Please note 0 by anything is 0. But anything by 0 is not defined. That means it does not exist, or in some cases you can even say infinity, not defined or infinity. So if x was 0, I would be getting a not defined quantity here, or I would be getting an infinite quantity there that has no meaning in math, which is why in the question it says where x is not 0. Whenever they give such conditions in a question, you don't have to worry about them. They are just putting it for the sake of saying that infinity is not going to come. Same example, next sub question. Before we understand the question, let's understand the given condition again. X is not equal to 0, not equal to 2. Why have they given that? When x is 0, what will happen? 1 by 0 minus 1 by 1 minus 2. This is possible. But is 1 by 0 allowed? No, because it is not defined or it is infinity. Such cases should be avoided, which is why in the question they are telling you get whatever value you want for x, but x is not equal to 0. For sure it is not equal to 0. Similarly, x is not equal to 2. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 2. 1 by 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Again this will become infinity, not allowed. Which is why in the question they give you such conditions. You do not have to worry about the conditions in your problem. We do not use them. This is just to understand why they gave this condition. So now solving this, 1 by x minus 1 by x minus 2 is equal to 3. First we take the LCM. LCM is x into x minus 2. Simply multiply the denominators. I want x into x minus 2, but this one has only x. So you multiply and divide with x minus 2. So here you get 1 into x minus 2, which is nothing but x minus 2 itself. There's a negative sign in between, put that. Here I want x into x minus 2. I already have x minus 2. So who should I multiply it with? I should multiply it with x. Do you agree? So multiply up and down with x. So this becomes 1 into x, which is x itself, is equal to 3. Open brackets, x minus 2 minus x divided by x into x, x square. X into minus 2 minus 2x is equal to 3. X and minus x cancels. Minus 2 is here. Send this whole thing up. 3 into x square minus 2x. So what happens here? Minus 2 is equal to 3x square minus 2x. Bring the minus to the side. 3x square minus 2x plus 2 is 0. Now we have got our quadratic equation. You have to find the roots. Before you find the roots, find b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac is nothing but minus 2 the whole square minus 4 into a is 3, c is 2. 4 minus 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. 4 minus 24 minus 20. It is less than 0. Will the roots exist? No. So you can write down, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots do not exist. So what happens here? Minus 2 is equal to 3 into x square, 3x square, 3 into minus 2x, 3 2s are 6, minus 6x. Send the minus to that side. 3x square minus 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. First find b square minus 4ac. b minus 6 the whole square minus 4. a is 3, c is 2. Minus 6 the whole square, 36. Minus 4 3s are 12. 12 2s are 24. 36 minus 24, 12. Is this greater than 0? Yes, it is. Therefore, roots exist. Should we write that statement here? Not necessary, because in the question they are not asking you to check if they exist. They are just telling you to find the quadratic roots of the equation. So you don't have to write it down. You can directly go ahead with x minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. X is equal to minus, what was b? What was the value of b? Minus 6. b is minus 6. Uncle, you'll crop. Continue. Minus b, minus of minus 6 plus or minus root of, what did we get b square minus 4ac as? 12 divided by 2 into a. a was 3. X is equal to minus into minus plus. So plus 6 plus or minus. What is root 12? Take 12, do prime factorization. 2, 6 are, 2, 3 are. Always put it in pairs. 2 and 2 is pair. 3 does not have a pair. So it is root of 2 square into 3. When 2 square comes outside the root, it becomes 2. 3 will remain there only. So this is plus or minus 2 root 3 divided by 6. So we have two solutions now. X is equal to 6 plus 2 root 3 by 6. X is equal to 6 minus 2 root 3 by 6. You can take 2 common here. On top, 2. 3 plus root 3 by 6. Always take common when you can cancel. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So x is 3 plus root 3 by 3. What happens here? X is equal to, take 2 common again, 3 minus root 3 by 6. 2 and 6 cancels. So you're left with 3 minus root 3 by 3. So these two are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so now moving to example 15, we are talking about upstream and downstream problems. We already saw an example of speed. Speed problem, we saw there, you remember, we took t1 minus t2 is equal to 3 hours. Similar to that, we will do the time thing over here. But the question is, how do we solve upstream and downstream problems? Let us first understand what is happening here. This is a lake. In the lake, I am rowing the boat. I am rowing the boat at the speed of 10 km per hour. Water is not flowing. I am in a lake. It is still water. Now let us say I am not in still water. What if I am now flowing upwards? What if now I am flowing upwards? I am rowing my boat upstream. Upstream means what? Water always flows down. Water will never flow up. Water is flowing down. I am rowing the boat at 10 km per hour. Let us say the water is flowing down at 1 km per hour. So what is the final speed of the boat? You are trying to go front with 10 km per hour. Someone is pushing you back with 1 km per hour. Total speed of yourself, can I say 9? Yes. So you did 10 minus 1 as 9 km per hour. What if you are going downstream? Water is here. Water is going down with 1 km per hour. You are also rowing your boat downstream now with 10 km per hour. Have you imagined this? You are going, water is also pushing you from behind. So 10 going down plus 1. So 10 plus 1, 11 km per hour. What do we understand by this? We can make a general note. Please write down. If the speed of the water in still water, if the speed of the boat in still water, if the speed of the boat in still water is x km per hour or x, okay, it's x or some value, and let us say water speed, the water speed, this is boat speed in still water. Let's say the water speed is y. Then what will be the speed of the boat upstream? 10 minus 1. So x minus y. What will be the speed of the boat downstream? 10 plus 1, x plus y. Please, if you didn't understand, look here. Instead of 10, I have taken x. Instead of 1, I have taken y. So, see, x minus y. This is x. This is y. X plus y. Same thing over here. Boat in still water, x km per hour. water speed, the speed of the river, y kilometer per hour upstream, that means boat's speed upstream, x minus y, boat speed downstream is x plus y. Now we understood how we have to do upstream and downstream, calculate the speed. So let's start here. A motor boat whose speed in still water is 18 km per hour. So what is the speed of the boat in still water? Speed of boat in still water. They have only given it, no need to take x or y. Take what they have given, 18 km per hour. A motor boat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 kilometers upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Please observe, they are talking about the time. So your equation will be related to time only. Speed is equal to distance by time. What is time? Distance by speed. Step by step, we will go. Find the speed of the stream. So first, let the speed of the stream be x. Let the speed of the stream be x, kilometer per hour. So now, what will be the speed of the boat upstream? Speed of boat upstream will be what? 18 is speed of boat in still water. I am rowing at 18. Now if I am going up and water is coming down at x, so it is 18 minus x. What will be the speed of the boat downstream? You are going with 18 km per hour in normal still water. Now if I am going down, water is also coming down. You are going down with 18, water is coming down with x. So it becomes 18 plus x. I hope you understood. They have spoken about time here, so we have to use the time formula. So now, can I say time upstream? What is the time taken up to do upstream journey? Time is nothing but distance by speed. Distance given in the question is 24. 24 by 18 minus x. Time for downstream, 24 by 18 plus x. Distance by speed formula. They are telling you the time taken to go upstream and the time taken to go downstream, the difference is 1 hour. So I can say time up minus time down is 1 hour. What is time up? 24 by 18 minus x minus 24 by 18 plus x is equal to 1. So now, taking the LCM, 18 minus x into 18 plus x. Simply multiplying the denominators. You already have 18 minus x here. So you have to multiply up and down with 18 plus x. 18 plus x. So this becomes 24 into 18 plus x. In between we have a negative sign. There is 18 plus x here. We want 18 minus x into 18 plus x. I already have 18 plus x. So I should multiply and divide it by 18 minus x. You don't have to show this red part I have written here. This is for your understanding. You can directly go ahead with this. So it becomes 24 into 18 minus x is equal to 1. 24 into 18. What is 24 into 18? 8 4s are 32. 8 2s are 16. 16 plus 3, 19. Plus 1 4s are 4. 1 2s are 2. 9 plus 4, 13. This becomes 4. 432. 24 into 18, 432. 24 into x plus 24x minus, why minus? Minus 24 into 18 minus 432. Minus 24 into minus x, minus into minus, plus 24 into x, 24x divided by 18 minus x into 18 plus x. You can do normal multiplication. First take 18 and multiply, then take x and multiply. You can do this. It's a little lengthy. Instead of that, we already know this identity. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. I'll be using this identity. If you don't know the identity, you can always go for this normal method. So a square minus b square. But learn the identity and try to apply. So it becomes 18 square minus x square is equal to 1. So 432 and minus 432 cancels. 24x plus 24x, 48x divided by 18 square. What is 18 square? 18 into 18. 8 8s are 64. 8 1s are 8. 8 plus 6, 14. Plus 1 8s are 8. 1 1s are 1. 4. 8 plus 4, 12. 324. So what happens here? 324 minus x square is equal to 1. 48x is equal to 324 minus x square. Bring these terms aside. X square minus a plus. First we'll take 48x, arrange it in order. X square, bring it here. 48x is there. 324 comes aside. Minus 324 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. But they have asked to find the roots. They have asked the value of x. Okay, so we have to continue to solve to find the value of x now. X square plus 48x minus 324 is equal to 0. You can directly apply the quadratic formula, or you can go for b square minus 4ac first and then apply the formula. We will find b square minus 4ac first. B square minus 4ac is equal to b square 48 whole square minus 4. What is a? 1. What is c? Minus 324 is equal to 48 square. 48 into 48. 8 8s are 64. 8 4s are 32. 32 plus 6, 38 plus 4 8s are 32. 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 3, 19. 4, 10, 13, 2 3, 0 4. Next, minus into minus plus. 4 1s are 4. 4 into 324. So 324 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 4 3s are 12. 1 2, 9 6. Now you are supposed to add 2304 plus 1296. Add 2304 to this number. So you will get 6 plus 4, 10. 9 plus 1, 10. This is 6, 3. 3600. Now we got b square minus 4ac. We will now apply the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Minus b is 48 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. We just found it here as 3600. Simply substitute it. Divided by 2 into a. What is the value of a? 1. So now we need to find root of 3600. You can go for prime factorization. It's little lengthy. We will adapt to better shortcuts now. 3600. Can I write it as root of 36 into root of 100? Please see. 36 into 100. Yes, I will split it. Root 36 into root 100. What is root 36? 6. What is root 100? 10. What's the answer? 60. You can also go for prime factorization. You will get the same answer. Minus 48 plus or minus 60 by 2. So now, what happens now? So you'll get two conditions. X is equal to minus 48 plus 60 by 2, or x is equal to minus 48 minus 60 by 2. X is equal to minus 48 plus 60, 12 by 2. X is equal to 6. X is equal to minus 48 minus 60 minus 108 by 2. X equals minus 54. Can speed of the stream be negative? No, which is why we will reject. There is nothing as minus negative speed. So, x is equal to 6 is the answer. Therefore, the speed of the stream is, please write down, the speed of the stream is 6 km per hour.